Hey guys, welcome back. So today, another walkthrough of everything we've done in a week. Not as much as the first time, because we've done some things that we're going to keep hush-hush for a little while. But some great information for all those who are trying to homestead here in Kentucky. Definitely did a lot of research, a lot of phone calls, a lot of craziness. So stay tuned for more. So let's start with some things that we did learn in the past week or so. Rainwater collection here in Kentucky is perfectly legal. Absolutely legal. We can do it. We can collect as much as we want. We've got this 50-gallon drum behind us. We also picked up a 65. We haven't put that one up just yet. We've got to get some different fittings. So, with that being said, make sure that before you guys start collecting rainwater in your state, know your regulations in regards to that. Certain states will not allow you to do so. So definitely look into that first before you do. So here in Kentucky, we learned that wet creeks are considered drainage ditches. The reason why we figured that out is because we are digging into the regulations dealing with gray water and septic systems and things like that. So, state law for Kentucky requires that you have a septic tank unless you have a farm exemption. You have to have 10 acres to be considered farm exempt. Almost 27. Ding, ding, ding. So, we still have to follow the regulations for the state of Kentucky dealing with our gray water. We've got some great plans in store for you guys in regards to that. So stay tuned for those videos coming out and way more information on different types of gray water systems you could potentially set up for yourself. But keep in mind, you have to follow the regulations for your state. Get a hold of the plumbing inspector, the health department, environmental services, things like that. So you know what you can and can't do for your property. It did rain a few hours ago. It poured. Our rain barrel, like I said, is 50 gallons. It's about halfway. It was pretty much empty. It like maybe had half a gallon in there, if that. So yeah, it's good to have rainwater. Again, it's legal in the state of Kentucky, just FYI. So we're supposed to get more rain this afternoon. Hopefully it holds off. Just until after I get little man and us back to the trailer. Yeah. Oh, he's in school, by the way. Just started on Monday, so we're excited about that. All the leaves are starting to come out. You guys can hear the spring creek down there, or wet creek. Again, we really won't know until this summer if it completely dries up. So life is happening here on the property. So I think the easiest thing that we've had to do, but yet the most confusing, trying to figure out how to get started with it, was getting our address. So when we purchased this particular property, it had no address. No physical address, no mailing address, not a P.O. box, nothing. We had grid coordinates. For the couple of people who have come out to the property, it's the only way you can find us currently. Unless you know our address. We finally got one. So that was interesting dealing with that. We had to have an address for William to go back to school. We have made a decision that we can't homeschool William, not while we're doing what we're doing. We have to get everything prepped and ready to get a permit to build our house. We had to go through all the loops and jumps and hoops and stuff to deal with the septic certification, which I just told you about what happened with that. So when she asked me for an address, I said I don't have one. I told her that I would go down to the post office, because that was my first thought. Go to the post office. I mean, you need a mailing address. Why not? That would seem like the most logical place to start. And she told me that she has another family that is doing something very similar to what we're doing. Similar. Building a house, basically. So she said to start with the county courthouse, the clerk's office. So we did. We showed up, really lost and confused, asked some questions. We ended up at the zoning office. So we have an address now. If that happens to you, try the courthouse first, zoning office. So in our last video, it was about potatoes in our garden and our wattle fence. And the question was, did we get the potatoes in the ground before it rained? Obvious answer was no, we did not. However, this week, we finally did. The one side of the wattle fence is not complete yet. We're working on it. But it was high enough where we could definitely work on the back side. And we have potatoes in the ground, along with carrots and stuff. So that made Josh super excited. Sorry if it's a bit windy, guys. Like I said, we're in between rainstorms here. Some good sized thunderstorms coming through. So it's a little bit breezy, as the first storm has already gone by. So I just want to take you guys over here and show you how far we've gotten with the wattle fence on one side. So this is as tall as we got it so far. Looks like we're a little over halfway on it. So this back row over here is where we put the red potatoes. Through this middle section is all carrots. And then about where Shug is, starting this way, is yellow potatoes. We're excited. Lots of excitement going on. So, the biggest takeaway from this week is do your homework. Know your regulations. Know where your property lines are, which is one of my phone calls coming up later on today. I've got to call the surveyor. So we have neighbors on each side of us. We know where 2 out of 4 surveyor pins are going to be. We've already found them. And those are the 2 on the front side. We cannot find the ones on the back side. We found markers that are used by the particular surveyor in this area, which is pink. That indicates that there was a center pin there. That's the one we kind of found. But we can't find the corner piece on the back side, which would be the corner of the back of the property. So, got to make that phone call. More to come on that. Also, Josh loves the little wagon I bought. It's a little collapsible wagon. Can carry up to 250, 225 worth of weight. And he got real friendly with my little cart that I purchased, because you get this. So it was brought to our attention that you could see our trailer from the road. And like I said in previous videos, we had some neighbors show up and said that they saw our trailer from the road, and they just wanted to come investigate what was going on down here. Well, I did some investigating of my own. And yes, way out there, if we can get it clear enough, there's a road about where that tree line is. Up, see, there's a car going by. And so Josh, like I said, got real friendly with my cart, and he planted 16 cedar trees, baby cedar trees. Now, we didn't purchase these. He relocated these. These were all in densely wooded areas and did not have a lot of room to grow. Didn't get a lot of sunlight, not a lot of space. So to help them and to help us, we relocated them. So these 16 cedars are staggered. They're going to do two things. Well, three things. First thing is, once they become big enough, they are going to block the view from that road. So nobody can see what we're doing here on the property. We are trying to keep our privacy as much as possible. Plus the guy over here is, trying to get some privacy from him. Second thing, it also creates a wind block. We're about to have some really big open fields. We need wind blocks. That is a big cause of erosion, is wind. Second biggest one would be water. Those are not in particular order, but that typically is what happens to most farmlands, is wind erosion and water erosion, and then overplanting them. So the third thing is, Josh likes using cedar for different types of things. Not for bow making, not that I'm aware of, but he may correct me, and I may have to update this video or put it in the description below on what he actually says about it. But those are the three reasons why we planted cedars on that line. It's going to be awesome. So the last thing we've done this week is start practicing and training for a tournament that is coming up. It is a ladies only and juniors only tournament. It's a disc golfing tournament for all those who haven't been following since the beginning. So it'll be my first one of the season, and it will also be William's very first tournament ever. We went ahead and got him a PDGA number, Professional Disc Golfing Association number, for all those who don't know what that is. So we're really excited. He gets to play. Josh will be caddying him. And Josh, unfortunately, will have to take the season off. He is really messed up his shoulder. And he can't seem to get it quite right. We're not sure what's going on with him. So, lots of excitement. Lots of excitement going on. A lot more things have happened. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it. But big changes are coming. And hopefully in the next 2 weeks, we will have a fully installed and up and fully functional solar system. Let me get through this muddy spot. And we should also have the wattle fence finished and a greenhouse built in the next 2 weeks for sure. So stay tuned for those videos coming out. We'll definitely do one on the solar system, since Josh is a madman when it comes to electrical and things like that. So that'll be a really informational video for you guys on how to deal with solar power and setup and all that fun stuff. So I guess that wraps it up for us today. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you have not done so. Thank you to all the 30 subscribers that we have so far. We greatly appreciate all the love and support, and you guys follow us on our journey. Don't worry, I will have parts 2 and 3 going for the shelters and things that we've already done. We'll keep you guys posted on that. Hopefully we'll get those done pretty soon, but it is what it is. We'll get them done. So until the next course, guys.